Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to options to take on the side quest. So I've updated the spreadsheet and now it's finally out. Of course, everything takes time. We've only had this event as of 24 hours ago, and I decided to do like the Deathless Mausoleum video. So there's a lot of stuff. I need to do lots of different things, some tier lists, how quickly you can get some of the Deathless pieces by farming units. We got you covered. It's just going to take a bit of time. So looking forward to delivering all that lovely content to you. And of course, written guides and stuff. We went over yesterday the tab 1, which is how the side quest works. And we've also got in all the information from today's videos, which is the like XP side of things, right the way through to information on the gold pool quest. So we've got this other tab in the middle, which I'm going to be going over right now, which is called, it's called the side quest options, and going over some of the champions, and also talking about the quest a bit more, some of the nodes, and also Vault of Strength. Now, I'm a little bit tight for time, otherwise I would have been like, hey, let's kind of like just wait until my energy like replenishes, and it pains me to do this, but I'm going to have to do that for the purpose of the video, using energy refill. Oof, God damn it, as I need to be showcasing what we're talking about here. So when it comes to the Deathless Ritual quest, I know some people have said to me that the fight within there, which is the Guardian fight, which I warned and said the Guardian fight, like red flag, like watch out for it. They've said it's fine. Other people not. Like I fought Juggernaut as well, and that Juggernaut is not a great fight. I think Kabam should have made a really big decision here about whether or not they keep that fight in. It's not ridiculously bad, but it's not necessarily good at the same time. Anyway, using Cosmic and Mystic champions is the way to go. Some of the top rated options that I do recommend is Gallon, America Chavez, Hercules, of course. It's only 3 fights, so you're not excessively ramping up on your strength, your feats of strength, but I suppose you could get 9 potentially, 6 easy with that. So just like not rough through it, just like plow through it. Wiccan, Serpent, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Doctor Doom, easy options for that one. It's an easy quest, you know, it's easy to kind of like absolutely blast through it. So as you know that once you've done that particular quest, you go from take your Kimoyo beads, and you've done it, you then also on the route get some artifacts, Mysterium. With the Mysterium, make sure to budget how much that you will be collecting. You are collecting a fair whack each time, depending on what threat level. I actually think all the threat levels are the same. So if it's 6,000 per time, and you do it several times, 4 times 6, 24,000. So be careful that you're not going too close to that 50,000 threshold, and especially collecting what was in the objective at the same time. When you're going into Vault of Strength, however, depending on what threat level you choose, you'll be met with a little bit more of an obstacle of champion choice against this stuff. Now, I did briefly touch on the Deathless King group fight the other day, which look, is a lot of these fights are doable to some, not so much for others, and it always depends on who you're bringing in that's going to be of benefit. A good example being because the champion will throw an Incinerate at you. Doing Incinerate immune champions is not a good thing to do because it does play into Hot-Headed. Immune to Incinerate, the defender gains a Fury buff, granting 50%. Now, what you could do is choose a Mystic champion that has Incinerate immunity and then look to have a Nullify ability within it. It's a very bespoke thing. It's like saying Black Widow Clairvoyance, good, but you need to go into her Incinerate Curse and then you're able to deal with it a little bit more. Now, personal preference for that, always a personal preference on who has that, who wants to use that. And as well, any champion's fine. There is another method of it, like using something like Mole Man, Bullseye, Chilf, or champions that are able to purify or cleanse. Black Panther Civil War's good as well. So those give you some interesting options to take on this. And you know me, I just use Hulk and kind of like smash through it because Hulk smash. Speaking of smashing through, Silver Centurion even. Offensive speciality, whenever you hit the defender's special attack is dodged, the attacker gains a 20% prowess passive. Handy because throwing special attacks is the only way to do a greater amount of damage. Yeah, it's Achilles' heel right here. The defender takes 50% reduced damage from all sources except special attacks, heavy attacks, and unblockable attacks. Unblockable champion. A lot of unblockable champions that have prowess and really good special attack damage. Guess what? A mutant. That doesn't apply for every single champion, by the way, but there is a good quantity of champions like that. You could look to, and I personally enjoyed Gallon for this. I like Doctor Doom as a concept. I didn't have time to test it out, but it is something that works. Hercules works a treat with it. And of course, doing this for the very first time, you may be kind of like, what's my options? Next week, by the way, we'll be doing the next vault, because this is the Vault of Strength, and there's probably another vault, another 3 vaults we'll look out for. But I'll do a quick little video on that next time. Make sure as well to rotate your special attacks as you use them. I used Gallon and went like an SP3, SP, or SP2, SP3, SP1. Some weird rotation. There's also Focus Nullify. Any buff activated on the attack has a 15% chance to be nullified and grant the defender 15%, whatever it is. If you're looking to like suppress buffs, you may want to go the Mystic line in order to help out with that if you think it's going to be a problem. And you can reset. Like as soon as you go into a fight and mess up, you can reset. I messed up on my Juggernaut fight, but that's because that fight's bugged as hell. Anyway, moving on to Titania. Titania has roll with the punches. Anytime you do a stun, it's going to be weaker each time. Scared Stiff, you're going to be rooted if you don't keep up your aggression and hits. It's a very straightforward fight. I used Bullseye. I thought I was worried about something. I wasn't. He passively stuns. That's helpful, but it's a stun that could be the issue, so maybe don't use it. I think any kind of skill champion works relatively well, works a treat, because you need to be shrugging off debuff effects, which, hey, there's a lot of skill-based champions that do that. Moleman, Geoff, they rear their head again, and it can be very helpful against this. So those are just class advantage, really. You'll find a lot of them being very helpful in this regard. And finally, Juggernaut. Every champion works here, you've just got to intercept. If you don't intercept, then of course there's going to be a problem. Intercepting means that you're able to play into shrugging off Newton's law, but you will, whenever you build a power, get a power sting. Every time you get a power sting debuff, you need to be intercepting in order to applying that onto Juggernaut. Once you've done that, that means that you're able to do damage, because if he doesn't have a power sting on him, you're not able to do any damage, and you need to do some damage in this one. Anyway, that has been it for the video. Spreadsheet is finally ready. I'll hopefully have enough time to update all of the previous videos today to say, hey, the update spreadsheet link in description is done. Well, it's not completely done, because I still got to work out on getting the what is it called, Alliance War Showcase done. I've also got to do a tier listy best saga champions video as well. There's a lot of content to come, lots of things to cover, and I need to get back into Necropolis this weekend and hopefully have a little bit of a break. It's flat out time, and yeah, there's some other things might be happening I can't tell you about. Anyway, more on that tomorrow, but yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. I have to be careful what I say, and bye bye for now. Cheers, bye.